kitchen. Today I'll be cooking Mexican rice and explaining the global food way and how it's made its way here. So you're gonna need 2 cups of water, universal ingredient, a cup of rice, around like half a tablespoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm not gonna pour it. And then some freshly chopped tomatoes and onions. I used 1 whole tomato, half of an onion, and just 2 cloves of garlic. Super easy recipe to follow, so just stay along with me, okay? But Mexican rice is a huge staple in my life, and I know I'm not the only one that glorifies rice this way. Babylon mentions in her reading how essential rice was in the Filipino diet and became an essential to many cultures, including Mexicans. Rice, coming from Asian influence in the 16th century, made its way to Mexico, where it was combined with flavors of fresh tomato, onion, and garlic. And then through immigration, Mexican rice and various versions of it made its way here. Growing up, I kid you not, Mexican rice was at every family function. Mabalon was right. Mexican food is a fiesta food that ultimately brought people together. It brought our family together, and like at functions, if people were just walking past our house and saw balloons, we offered them a plate. Like, we did not care. At these family events, though, I did wonder why the women did all the prepping and the men just stuck to the meat. But it was never questioning the value of it, and they did switch sometimes, to be fair. Like, the women would sometimes hop in and do the chicken. So I didn't really question if it was less or more work of whoever. It was more of a shared responsibility that we don't see here. Calvo and Esquivel mentioned how gendered roles didn't really exist in Mexico and work was treated with the same attitudes, whereas here, housework and cooking is made as subordinate to the work of men. I admire being able to learn these recipes straight from my family because restaurants here miss out by replacing ingredients and not adding flavors. For example, tomato is sometimes replaced with tomato paste, onion and garlic with the powder. And ultimately, it just replaces the history and the work that goes into making the rice and the true flavors that come from it. This ties to how immigrant diets ultimately change when they come here and they are forced to assimilate to the customs and foods already in place. But this is how the rice should look at in the end. Look at that. It's beautiful. What I do is transfer it into this bowl. Look how amazing. And I'm going to do a taste test for y'all because... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This with some guacamole, some carne, some beans.